What's up, guys? I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this podcast that my friends and I have just started. We'll be posting this podcast once a week on SoundCloud, YouTube, and Apple Podcast. We talk about a variety of topics, including sports and music. So I hope you guys enjoy the first episode. And thank you once again for tuning in to see what we have to say. Peace.
What up, y'all? It's the Let Us Live podcast. It's your boy, Drew Dreezy.
It's your boy Kyle.
And I'm James.
No, I'm saying like
We are.
what we've been talking about.
We are.
earlier.
You want to talk about?
Oh shit.
I mean, we can. Fuck those guys.
Damn. Run it back, Turbo.
Alright, for
It's
sure.
so
Okay, Andrew, let's talk about your topics first then.
Why not topics?
DJ D-Rec.
Come on.
Cut the beat.
Alright, good.
What do you want me to say, bro? I don't know what you want me to say.
Alright, what's your topic?
Hold on.
Alright.
This is his cool stance because the mic's on. You feel me?
It's stupid.
What you want to talk about?
Alright, I'll start off. Let's talk about Tory Lanez album.
I haven't listened to all of it.
I haven't listened to all of it either.
You were playing that shit yesterday.
But from what I did listen to, it's cool.
Yeah.
You think so?
His video hit 2 mil today, bro.
I only like two of the songs.
You didn't even listen to all of it, you said though.
So far.
Well, I've listened to like 20-second snippets of all of them. And I mean, the only one I can really listen to is the first one. And then Solar Drive at Night or whatever the fuck. But other than that, like the rest of them that I heard, like I can't, bro. They're too trash.
A Woman, the second song is pretty fire.
That shit was hella funny yesterday when he said,
What is it?
he said that shit about, oh, my favorite something is a woman.
Oh, I said my favorite song is A Woman. And he laughed. I was like, what the fuck? Why is that funny?
Because it sounds sexist.
Whoa.
But aren't I praising then? Isn't that like
Are you?
praising towards a woman?
Tory Lanez, a woman beater.
Oh shit.
So do you think he shot it with his album coming out? He seemed pretty confident.
Nah, honestly, I don't think so. I don't know. I think it's Meg trying to frame him, bro.
You think so?
I think it's her team, not really her.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
If Tori didn't do it, it's not her. Like she gotta go with it, you know.
Nah.
You
Well,
don't think
her
so?
and her best friend aren't even following each other anymore.
No, well that's what I'm
And
saying.
Tori's defending Meg's best friend because someone's
For
like,
what?
because someone in the comments was like, oh, it was her best friend that shot her, and then Tori's like, nah, that didn't happen. Like y'all tripping. So like, but also Tori hinted that like he's kind of like he messed with like her friend or her friend was like jealous or some shit.
Or like they were fucking with each other while she was with.
Yeah.
I mean, while he was with.
Because like in the song, like in his album, it sounded like he like was in love with Meg, but then he kept bringing up like him and her best friend. So like,
Yeah.
and then Meg was getting jealous, but he also said like Meg's the homie and shit. So I don't really know.
Well, I don't know. I would more so believe like Tory Lanez and kind of his side of the story, just because like I mean I feel like more was said on the like from what I heard from the songs than what was said from Meg and her team. So, cause all Meg really said was like, yeah, he shot me.
Yeah,
Like,
she-
what else did she say?
What's funny? Well, that's basically it. And
Yeah.
then what's funny is him saying like, you said I shot you, but like, how do you know? You were I was behind you. Like, that argument is stupid.
Wait, Tori was behind her.
He was in the car, and she was outside the car.
But I thought in the video she comes out of the car.
I think
with
she
bloody
got.
feet.
There people are saying that she got shot and then got back in the car.
Wait, wasn't there like a helicopter following them?
I thought that was after.
That was after. So
Wait,
I think,
why?
Like when the cops were called or some shit. I don't know.
yeah.
That's hella weird. Like, why a helicopter?
But yeah, they're saying like she got shot. He's like, oh, it wasn't. Like, how do you know if it was me? I was behind you. You couldn't see. Like, you don't have eyes in the back of your head, basically. But I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. I don't know, but because like how confident Tori is,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't be that confident if you did shoot somebody.
That's-
I don't think, unless you're like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, also, like, you kind of have to think about it too. It's like, why wouldn't Meg really like pin that shit on him? You know, if she was really serious about this shit, like, it's either one because like she still fucks with him, or two like it never happened, and she don't got like there's no evidence to really pin it on him.
Well, she went to the hospital and stuff, but they're saying like.
Well, yeah, but that's not enough evidence to be like, yeah, he shot me.
Well, yeah, the people were saying like, oh, if he actually did it, he would be in jail.
Yeah.
But the other, like people who are on quote like Meg's side, they're saying like, oh, she didn't press charges on him because she remember when she came out and said everything about it. She was saying like she didn't want like another like black man in like that situation.
Yeah, but he only got a gun charge.
Yeah.
But people are also saying that like, because he kept saying, "Oh, how you saying I shot you?" But like no, like tendons and muscles and shit in your feet got messed up. But like people were saying like he could have shot at her and like bullet fragments could have hit her foot.
Well, cause like her foot wasn't like fucked up, right?
I don't think so. Like she went to the hospital, got like stitches out or whatever, and like a week later she was like dancing and shit on Instagram. So. And she's been doing like music videos and shit.
Well, like
hanging out.
Did they ever say like if the bullet like went through?
I didn't look into it that deep, but.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm very indifferent about it.
I'm not here for the Tory Lanez slander.
Yeah, well, you only listen to two
more
songs.
music.
I mean,
You got 17 songs and you listen to
that's
2.
sad.
I need more music.
well, like the screenshot you sent me today. No names, you know, but the screenshot from that dude, like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's just like someone hopping on like, you know how people try to cancel people and then they think like they act like they didn't like them before, just because like it's the new thing to hate. Just like the same thing that happened to Meek.
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off when Meek was like brought down like that shit. And then when Meek was dropping like DC4, all that shit, I play that shit, they'd be like, I'll turn this shit off, dog. Like, it hurt my feelings.
The only thing could complain about his album, they're good songs, they're great songs, but he sounds like The Weeknd, he sounds like Drake, and he sounds like Meek on a lot of those songs. I don't feel like he doesn't really. Tory Lanez doesn't have a sound.
You don't think so?
I mean,
like, what's his sound? Like his big like the hit "Say It" is that his sound?
well, Say It isn't even his song.
"Say It's his song. That's just
I mean, it's his song, but it's a cover, technically.
yeah, but
It's a
like,
sample.
But like, what's his sound? Is him just rapping hella fast? Is that his sound?
Well, I mean, I think if you're an artist and you can,
Or like, is Chicks Tape his sound?
I think Chicks Tape is his sound. But if you're an artist and you can sound like The Weeknd, you can sound like Drake, you can sound like Meek, I think you're a pretty fucking dope artist.
Yeah, he's dope and talented. To me, he doesn't have a sound.
Yeah, but
he
like-
puts out great music.
But I think like that goes hand in hand with like you can still you know who it is
Yeah.
when he puts something out. Like you know like, oh, who the fuck's this?
He's also screams Tory
Well,
after every verse.
you remember when Drake dropped Grease? Who was it? Someone said he sounded like The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah, when I first heard him, like,
Yeah.
this dude sounds like straight like The Weeknd.
Or did you know it was Drake?
Yeah, I know.
Then it's the same thing.
Well, I mean, because it came out, it says DJ Khaled and Drake.
Well, if you didn't see that.
Yeah, but it sounds like he made like a reference track for like The Weeknd.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of sounded like.
Well, I mean, like I told you before, there's a lot of artists that just sound like each other, and Tory is now like, if there was like grades to this, Drake and them are A. I would say Tory is like a B+.
Damn, you think so?
Damn, that's a good.
I think Tory's up there. I think Tory's up there with Drake.
With A? No, I'm talking about in like everyone's perspective.
But you think
as
Tory's
of-
up there with Drake?
As of like sounds. Like when they hear some shit about singing and rapping, they're like, "Oh, that's Drake. Like that's Drake's sound." Like Drake really put that wave out there, you know.
Drake has like 87 sounds though. He's
Oh,
like,
no,
I
yeah.
can be like, I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
All right, I'm from England. All right, I got the islands. Like,
Yeah.
And then he's like, has
Like
the,
fucking Tom Hanks.
Stupid.
You guys hella funny, dude.
That's a good topic though about the
Like
categories.
Yeah.
Who are the artists that you would put in A? If you had to put, yeah.
Well, like-
shoot
But like, are we
Right
going like across all genres or just like the rap game, R&B, like what are we
we
saying?
can do rap, I guess, or R&B and rap. Who's in A?
I mean, like I said, if we're going rap, like Drake and Tory up there. I don't think anyone else is up there with it
At all?
at all.
Right now.
Right now. I'm not speaking like.
So what's right now?
Historically,
Like this month or like this year or the
I'd
last
say
couple
like
years?
past 3-4 years.
You're tripping.
Just
You don't think
Just Tory and Drake.
Tory and Drake?
You know
Who
why?
else is up there with them? Who else is
Trying
up?
to be a Toronto boy, bro.
You're fucking stupid. No, but like it, like
Trying to get a team.
No, but like think about it. Like who has consistently put out like good albums like Tory and Drake have these past few years
Okay,
that haven't flopped.
What is consistent though? How often is consistent?
I'd
Because
say-
like Kendrick drops every 2 or 3 years. Cole drops every 2
Yeah,
years.
but I don't. Okay, like if. See, I think that's kind of where it gets like a little iffy, right? Because like if you want to talk about like lyrically, like categories, like who's the best, then obviously like Drake and Tory are fucking in that category. Like,
I think Drake can be, and so can Tory.
but he doesn't write his own music. I don't think you can.
Tory or Drake?
Both.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that don't
Does Tory not
like
write all his music?
like
I don't think so.
for example, like if you scroll down on the song, for most songs it's gonna say like the dude's real name,
No, yeah.
and
it
then
will.
there's usually a comma and at least one other person.
Yeah. But I'm saying like,
Somebody like J.
like
Cole.
obviously like I'm not as big of a fan of like Kendrick and J. Cole as you guys are. So it's like I don't know, but I'm saying like lyrically, no, fucking Drake and
just,
Tory
like,
Lanez can't.
You're just
Can't
saying
sing
like
with them.
off artistry. And,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, Drake obviously because he's like the biggest
'Cause it's-
rapper.
okay,
Tory puts
but-
out very consistent music.
Yeah, and it's like think about it like Tory and Drake's music is like it's for hoes. Like
What?
if you really think about it, it's for hoes.
It's for
Oh, I said it's for woes.
Is it not?
like
He's trying to be a thing, bro.
No,
It's for
but
me,
am I
hoes.
cat? Am I lying?
it's for hoes.
Yeah,
like girl hoes?
they make it for hits.
You're
And,
not
like
wrong.
summer
but
hits.
Look
Like
at Drake's new title,
Wait.
Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah, I'm confused.
He's trying
like bitches or like.
yeah,
He's trying to get his,
like he's just
his music is for women. Like that's
not,
his core
not
audience.
like that, but like
Well, it's core
yeah.
supportive.
Wait, like when you say hoes, is it like guy hoes, girl hoes?
any.
What?
Any. Like, think about it, I don't know how better to explain
Drake's
this
music
shit,
is
man.
caption music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
Like,
line
I'm
is
out
here.
There you go.
Wild out with the homies
Well,
and the girl
yeah,
or
but-
whatever.
I wouldn't say it's for hoes.
You don't think so?
Are we talking like recently or like all his discovery?
I mean, most.
I mean, Take Care is not for the hoes.
Satires.
Take Care is not for the hoes.
Some depressed assholes, you don't know.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's not lying, though.
Like hoe, like she just stood. Like I'm not gonna say, but like someone. I feel like we say hoe too much. But like the girl being like she broke, like someone her dude was a hoe. He broke her heart. Now she's sad and listen to Marvin's Room and shit.
Okay.
See, but you don't see, like,
Yeah, I get it.
like you don't see, like fucking something that Kendrick puts out, like, there's not bitches out here fucking singing along to that shit in the club. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's
like you're saying that's his target audience.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
like,
also a
and-
mainstream artist though. Like it goes
Well,
from
you-
like
you
kids
could
to
say-
like moms like love Drake.
Mm.
Grandmas.
Some grandmas love Drake, but not his like,
Fuck outta here.
not his.
They don't.
No.
My family know who Drake is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you sing Drake all the
Yeah,
time.
they
they-
probably be screaming
Fuck
that
out of
shit
here,
all
nah.
the time.
They be playing it themselves sometimes. Hey, y'all see my snap the other day? My aunt was blasting little TJ.
Wait, what's your... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, if those are, who would be your two? So his or Tory and Drake, consistently.
You gotta go by two.
Well, no, I'm saying, who's your consistently top tier right now? That's consistently putting out great music
Define right now.
within the last year or two.
In hip hop.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, let's just stick with hip hop. I'm gonna be real.
We're doing top categories. So I can't pick that person. Go ahead.
Wait, top category? What you gonna?
Or no, he said what top tier right now, right?
Oh, top tier?
Yeah, who's the top tier artist right now? He
I
doesn't.
said across, like, whatever category.
Well, let's just go hip hop. So,
Okay.
so like, are we talking like, fucking?
Like the biggest artists right now that are putting out consistent music. Like artists that put out consistent music now, or not now, but like would be like to me, but I don't know if he's top tier for some people, but like Pop Smoke,
Okay.
that all his projects were consistent.
Well, I was gonna say Lil TJ because his shit has been dropping for the past 2 years. He's been putting the game on like.
Yeah, his whole like album just went like platinum.
As I'm saying, like, but I don't want to say that because you said top tier. But
I mean top tier right now, just because like I'm
he
not-
could be up there top tier because, like, he might not be like on like a global stage yet, but like he's big enough to where people have heard at least like Brothers, heard at least like
See,
FN.
I for sure don't think he's top tier, though, because I would probably put Polo over him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Polo, yeah.
Yeah, but I was just saying out of consistency of music being put out, like Lil TJ has put out more music than Polo G in the past 2 years.
I don't think so. Polo dropped 2 projects.
Okay, with hits.
With his...
On the charts. On the charts.
His Die Legend, that was a lot of hits. That was like Pop Out. That was with TJ, and then he had what else was on that album? Let me look.
He dropped 2 albums.
Yeah, and he just dropped one a couple months ago.
Yeah. But the first album he doesn't have. They're not hits. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what classifies
Like,
as a hit though? Like
no,
the club hit?
I'm saying on the charts.
On the charts?
Because I fuck with all the music. Like I think they're cool. I think they're all hits. But like I'm talking numbers because that's all people care about nowadays. Numbers.
Shit, you said 6'9".
Well, let's see. Going straight to his Spotify page, the first song on there, 91 million streams, is 21 off the new album. And then Martin and Gina. I was surprised by that one.
Damn,
I didn't,
that still up there?
yeah, it's 61 million. I didn't really think that one was like that big of a hit, like compared to the other ones.
I think it blew up after people started listening to the album.
Dude,
Like when the album first
I was
dropped.
playing
Like,
that shit all the time.
no, I know, but when the album first dropped, that wasn't like the first song people went to.
Here, let me go to the album right now. The first song that people probably went to was
I think Juice WRLD
they
song.
probably went to Flex first.
That
or,
one's 100 million right now.
or Be Some with Lil Baby. Or maybe just they went straight to Go Stupid because they know it.
Yeah, because that was out for like good 6-7 months though.
Yeah.
Or maybe D&D because they knew it also. It was already a single.
Yeah.
But like his first one, Die Legend, like Finer Things.
Finer Things was huge.
Uh,
Pop Out.
hit. BST, Deep Wounds. Those are good songs, but those aren't hits.
Through the Storm. I guess.
Those aren't hits.
Yeah,
Those
but I
songs
feel
are
like,
just like little
see,
sisters
okay,
intro.
but like songs like that for like just for like example, right? To kind of touch on what I was saying earlier, like Through the Storm, like people who listen to Drake and who listen to like Lil TJ, fucking Tory Lanez, like they're not gonna listen to shit like that, or like
They'll just
like
listen
on
to
a
like
daily
the
basis,
smash one,
Yeah.
like, oh, the big
Exactly.
records, yeah.
right? And it's like people who are probably listening to that, like that's the first song they play off that album. Like those are probably the people who listen to fucking J. Cole, or fucking Kendrick Lamar, things like that, right? Like
More lyrical,
it's,
yeah.
it's a whole different like they fall into the same genre.
It's like a
but-
subgenre.
Yeah,
Basically.
because it's more like, I don't want to say like storytelling, but it's like they're trying to fuck, Brad. Like I don't know
Wait.
how I'm trying to say this.
Well, like TJ and Polo, their music is more like, I'm from the streets,
Yeah.
I'm a young dude trying to get money, I'm in the gang life, and this is my story.
like they're just trying to put out hits. Like,
And Kendrick's and Cole's is like, Cole went to college, he's like, oh, this is my thing, I dealt with this, I've seen this, and then Kendrick's the same thing, like, I grew up in Compton, and I've seen all this, I've seen people die, I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, Polo and TJ is the same thing, but they're more like street gangsters.
Well, like
And
they're
Kendrick
going.
is like, yeah, but like, Kendrick is more like, he saw all that was around him, and he doesn't like let him like, oh, I'm gangbanging,
Mhm.
like all everybody else.
I would say Polo and Lil TJ are more of like based off sound. They're more like Dirk.
damn.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think Polo's
I can see
closer to. Oh, he sings more. I would say like more like G Herbo, but more melodic, and less deep ass voice.
I think Herbo's more of just like a fucking
Street dude.
straight, you know.
It's fucking trash, dude.
Whoa,
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 dude,
whoa,
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 whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna tell Fab on him. He gonna get you.
Man, he's dating his daughter, right?
Yeah. But
Wait,
yeah.
so yours two were
I only said one.
you said one, right?
You said
TJ?
He said Pop. I said Lil TJ, and
You brought up Polo.
Yeah.
it was-
Juice was one. Still
Yeah.
is if his music puts it out consistently.
Well, it's all over YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I wouldn't put him up there though.
in the past
like,
2 years,
Like I get,
That dude was
yeah.
getting $215,000 a verse, bro.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him up there,
Why
man.
not?
He for sure like his shit was catered to a specific audience.
Yeah, but
Like that's like, but
so
is
is
it not?
Drake though, right? Drake's
I
the
know,
same
bro,
thing.
Drake. Anyone's gonna fucking slap Drake. Are they not?
well, because Drake is like he said earlier, he's like
Because
has
Drake.
different little.
He has like generational fans.
But he makes club hits, quote unquote, right? And it's
Yeah.
like most people gonna listen to that shit. But it's like Juice, like, come on.
It's more for people that are going
It's
through
fucking
stuff. and help
simps.
them. I mean,
Whoa, calm down.
Like, am I capping?
I mean, doesn't Drake make like his whole Take Care was like
I
a
don't know
simp
what
album?
But he's saying like it's not. He's using simp wrong.
Like,
But
I guess I.
no. He I know what he means, but he
Like people that are going through things.
yeah.
Not being
That's why it's fucked up that he's saying that. But
like, damn, you sad? Fucking sim? Like, nah, like, I'm hurt. I lost somebody or something.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like that is who Juice appealed to. But after he passed away, more people gave an ear to listen. You know?
Yeah, but was that really because like they were like, oh shit, like
No, so he passed away.
he has a good project, or
No,
because he passed away?
But
I think his best project was Goodbye and Good Riddance. His first project was his best project.
well, it's the same thing with Pop Smoke.
That's true.
When-
But I feel like Pop Smoke, like as much shit as I talk about it, right? I feel like Pop Smoke was already gaining steam,
Yeah.
like before he fucking passed away, and then he started working on this whole new project and whatever the fuck, and then he passed away, and then they dropped his shit, and it still blew up because hella people were already waiting on it.
Yeah.
Whereas Juice, like people were waiting on it because he passed away.
But regardless, if Pop Smoke, so Pop Smoke passed away, his shit went whatever. It's when it first dropped, whatever months, all of his songs were on the charts, like top 50, whatever. If he didn't pass away, it wouldn't be all of his tracks wouldn't be up there. Maybe like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
I don't think he would have put all those songs on that project. I think he would have saved them.
Even the extended version.
He wouldn't have put that shitty deluxe album, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
That
I think
dude,
that was.
I think the PNB one he put on it.
Oh yeah, that was good.
like Hello, that one's fire.
I think it's just too much though.
But that's after.
That's what I'm saying.
Pop already had the verse, but A Boogie hopped on it.
Yeah, it like that song. Like he said, like yeah, because he even talked about like, oh, if Pop was still here, we'd both be the king of New York.
But that's why it's all confusing too, because Pop is cool with Lil TJ. A Boogie,
Boogie and him had a song before that too, like on Woo 2.
Oh yeah, Foreigner.
Yeah.
My bitch is Foreigner.
Yeah.
She let her fuck. She stuck it up.
Make her fall in love. Yeah. Okay.
But like you said, you said Lil TJ and who else though? Because
So we'll say Polo, Lil TJ,
I'm gonna go Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he outshined all of QC.
He surprised me. He surprised a lot of people, to be honest. People are putting him on like GOAT level now.
Damn.
Like,
So not.
They're saying like he's having the Lil Wayne run.
Yeah.
But like. Alright, are we all trying to say different people, or
It
is
doesn't
that just
matter.
like your actual top two that you, like you're saying?
I'm just trying to say different people.
We're just saying people right now.
Because
I listen to all those people. So.
Yeah, but like if you like if you really had to say top two in that category right now, that's who you're saying currently.
No.
No. Yeah, right now, like if you had to take two or like put two up there, like that's what I'm saying, because like I wouldn't have Drake in my top two, like for sure I wouldn't, because I barely listen to him.
Yeah.
So we're not talking rotation.
No.
Yeah, we're just talking in general.
Yeah, but I'm saying like top two, like rap game right now.
Okay, so you'll say Drake and Tory. Yours would be what? Lil Baby and who else? TJ?
TJ still?
Yeah. Yes. I'd have to really think about it.
I would say Polo and. I'm trying to think, cause like, who do I go to? Like if I go listen to music, it's,
Well, no, it doesn't have to be in rotation.
I know, but I'm like,
Like if you went in your rotation, all you would play is J.I.
I haven't played J.I. in a while though.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
No, legit. Let me see.
Really?
On repeat. It's
James
Polo.
probably got
At the end of the year, we're gonna see how many hours that one
I
song
know,
has.
for real.
There's only one J.I. song here.
Stupid.
Not that. No, two.
Oh, speaking of, did y'all listen to that music I sent the other day in the chat?
Which one?
Blast, yeah.
Blast, and then
Yeah, Blast.
I sent the Dylan Sinclair.
I haven't listened to
I didn't
it.
listen to that one, but Blast is
No, like
Blast is coming up, bro.
Oh, he's next.
No,
But
for
he's
sure.
He's been doing it for a while, though.
he's
He's been doing it for a while, though, huh?
I was like, he look old.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is.
Blast,
Find
Blast
out.
look like he
Bro,
like
he for
26.
sure like 26.
But maybe I think that's fucking hella old.
You're right.
I mean, I think it's older when you're starting out. Like if you're well, the baby was like 28 when he
Fucking
blew.
mean. Fucking what's his name? I was about to say it.
Obviously not relevant.
No, Ty Dolla $ign when he blew up. How old was he?
God damn.
How old is Ty now though?
He's 30
Bro, he's like
something.
almost 40.
Watch.
Ty looked 40 for the last 10 years.
Yeah. Hey, he sing real good though.
Yeah, he's got a good
Him and T-Pain, like if T-Pain never put on those videos of him singing, bro,
Dude, happy birthday.
like him and T-Pain have underrated voices for sure.
Have what?
Underrated voices.
Yeah.
I think T-Pain would have been huge if he did ever use autotune. Like he put the whole game
that's-
on.
But like even he said himself, that's how he put himself apart.
I know, but like
But not everybody does it.
Yeah.
So he started the wave. But Ty Dolla's 38. I mean,
Tyus 38.
he's 6'1". I did not know he looked shorter than that.
He should be in the league.
But what's it called? He's 38.
I thought he was like 32.
Okay, he dropped Paranoid when?
Was that 2014?
No.
13?
11, I think.
No.
12.
I think it was like 12 or 13.
I got it.
I'm pretty sure it was 12. I'm pretty sure I was barely going into high school, bro.
If you get it, you're not 26.
Oh, fuck. Not even 18. What am I doing here? No, but I mean, going back to what I was saying about the music, I was saying, like Dylan.
Beach House dropped 2014. Go ahead.
Dylan Sinclair, bro. Like for sure, he's gonna come up. I promise you, he is. But he sounds too much like fucking Daniel Caesar. Like if y'all really do give him a listen, like if I just played a song off the album for y'all, you would for sure think it's fucking Daniel Caesar. Like for sure. But he has a good voice.
How old is he?
I don't know, honestly.
You know who I think is gonna blow up? But I don't know if it's gonna be this year. Maybe next year.
Oh, he dropped it 2013, by the way.
I think it's gonna be Colon for real, bro.
He has good ass music.
Wait, is it Colon or Kaylin?
I thought it was Kaylin.
Kaylin?
I thought it
I'm
was
pretty sure it's
Kaylin.
Kaylin. Don't they say Kaylin in like his songs?
Kaylin, Colin.
Okay, yeah, he's
Whatever. I mean, for real.
Well, to be honest, he's bigger than One Take J already. Yeah, he makes
for sure.
He makes better music than One Take J.
One Take J is basically more hyped version of Blueface.
Well, he's a better version of Blueface.
I know, but he's like a more hyped version.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna lie, I'll go to Blueface before I go to One Take.
Damn, for real?
What? Why? Bro, just hearing One Take say it. Come on, bro.
Wow, man. I'm turning this bitch up. Is that what it is?
Hold up. I'm finna turn this bitch up.
That's just basically like Blueface. He stopped that too. He stopped
Good.
doing the
Good.
He's trying to be different than One Take.
I don't think that's good for him though.
Oh, it's not good for him.
No,
But-
sure it's not.
Yeah, I want to see you bust down.
He's so ugly.
I want to see you bust down.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Alright, that's cool. Like,
What?
that was basically like everyone that's. So that's top tier right now.
Yeah.
What? Well, wait, what?
That's top tier right now. Alright, so who do you think needs to drop music now
Kendrick.
so they're not irrelevant?
Kendrick needed to
Like-
drop music 6 months ago.
To not be irrelevant?
Kendrick's irrelevant.
Stop.
Bro,
Alright, the name.
if J. Cole dropped at the right time.
If Kendrick
J. Cole hasn't
retired
dropped
right
yet.
now, he would still be relevant forever.
The
You think
name,
so?
the name.
I know so.
The
Fuck
name.
out of here.
Fuck you mean?
Okay. The name.
Bro, if we go a whole nother year with no Kendrick, no one's gonna be waiting on that shit.
Kendrick's dropping this year though. He's shooting music videos and shit.
Well, I don't know what the fuck.
Well,
TDE
fuck, it's
doing.
already about to be October. He better hurry up.
I've been hearing way too much stuff about people saying, I'm gonna drop this year, I'm gonna drop this
See,
year.
They dropped fourth quarter. They're fourth quarter artists, bro. 'Cause
See,
labels need the money.
But it's like the
Trying
same
to close out the
thing.
year.
Like, okay, like for me, it's like the same thing with 21. Like, if 21 never dropped this year, I would have been like, fuck that dude, but like,
Yep.
I'm not listening to shit when he dropped because it's way
Guaranteed.
too long.
You're petty, guy.
It's not. It's really like,
I'm
bro,
gonna listen to you because you're not going by my timeline.
you're stupid. Bro, like, how? Because what, Kendrick's on what, 2.5 years? 2 years?
He dropped 2018, right? That's when Damn dropped? 2018 is when Damn dropped.
It's almost been near 3 years.
Yeah.
What?
I ain't waiting that long, bro.
Cole dropped 2018, but he also dropped
Bro,
the Dream.
TDE just does shit different, alright? They move
Revenge of the
different.
Dreamers.
TDE knows what they're doing, alright?
Stupid.
Just wait.
Then where's Isaiah's project?
It's actually 2017 for Damn.
So, fucking damn near 4 years.
Hold on. But Black Panther counts.
Stop.
Yeah, but he was barely on any of those
Oh,
songs.
he produced that shit, so it counts.
No.
It counts.
No.
Hey, if he making money off it, it counts,
You're
alright?
fucking stupid.
I'm just saying.
So you think, okay, so Kendrick, or what artist do you think need to drop right now?
To be relevant,
Kendrick.
don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
I can see that though, Rihanna, yeah. M's been saying Rihanna. Frank?
No,
I've never
I
been a
think-
fan of Frank.
See, no, but my thing with Frank though is that's different because I think he's still like top tier R&B. Kendrick is not top tier rap.
What?
It matters in the category, like, are you talking about
No,
like
yeah,
artistry?
exactly. But I'm saying like in terms of popularity and in terms of like hits that you're putting out.
But he doesn't listen to lyrical,
Oh,
miracle, spiritual
bro.
rap. He doesn't listen to shit like that.
No,
he doesn't listen to shit like that.
like I'm not saying like what I was saying earlier with like Kendrick, J. Cole, whatever, because they'll always be top tier fucking lyrical artists, right? But I'm saying like in terms of hits and in terms of just popularity, Like, I think Frank, like, is listened to more than Kendrick is, or was. Like, people are still fucking playing Frank's album.
I've never listened to a
You don't
Frank
think
album.
people are still playing Kendrick?
No, not as much.
They're not playing Good Kid, Mad City on repeat.
No, bruh.
See,
The only time I hear that shit is when I'm playing GTA. I never walk down the street. I never hear this shit played.
Frank, I'm not gonna say he's overrated,
I think
but that man
I'll
doesn't
say
even,
it. Oh,
that man
Frank
doesn't even do
overrated, bro.
shows.
Okay, and that just goes to show how big his shit is.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I can tell you this right now though. Kendrick will have a better live show than Frank does.
well, yeah.
You think so?
I know so.
I doubt it.
Bro, I went to a festival and Kendrick headline. That whole bitch was jumping, bro.
I forgot what year did Yeezus come out.
I don't know. That shit was garbage anymore.
Yeah.
But Kendrick was the opener for Kanye. So
That's disrespectful. I have
Oh,
that would have been fire to go to.
kind of just like a side note though, if Kanye drops, I think Kanye's up there.
Kanye's been dropping the
Yeah,
Jesus King
but like,
albums.
that
No
little-
one liked
that-
the music.
but that
People
little
like the
snippet-
message, but not the music.
But that little snippet that he dropped the other day,
Which one?
I don't know what like I don't know what the fuck he's gonna call it, but he dropped it
that's supposed to
on
be
like
like-
Twitter and IG.
You're not supposed to be like his mom's name. That's the name of the album, right?
No.
Or is it
He
John?
dropped a snippet the other day, but it's like sampling another. It's like
It's
sampling
long hair,
another
right?
song. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. And it's like
But,
a
but I'm
longer
saying
section.
like that sounds like old Kanye. And if he drops a
Yeah.
whole album like that, like
But see-
that's for sure putting him
Yeah,
back
but
up
see,
there.
but look what you're doing. You're saying it sounds like old Kanye.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself to be disappointed about it
Alright,
because you
but
want
is
to
it
hear
really
old
though?
Kanye.
I missed the old Kanye.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
No, but that's like what we expect though.
yeah, but he just dropped like he said, Jesus is King.
One
people-
and two. He dropped
Yeah, most
two
people.
albums.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't even fucking listen to it.
I didn't listen to it either. I heard like the first 10 seconds of the first song.
I'm
and I
off
was
for
like,
loving
okay,
God, but just I don't want to hear that.
But
Yeah.
whoa, hey, whoa.
Well,
I support it. I won't listen
we're
to it.
Chance fans here,
Hold on,
okay?
time out.
Hey,
wait, hold on. I am. Time out.
That's
I am
fine.
too.
Wait,
but
hold on.
honestly,
Hold on.
you already know my
Hold
Chance
on.
take.
Hold on.
I only like one album from
Bro,
Chance.
you can't tell me Coloring Book is not good.
Coloring Book is
It's
good.
decent to me.
Oh,
To me,
hold on.
music is
Hold on.
subjective.
It
though.
is, but if you went to that show,
You can argue with me,
Bro.
make me want to like
bro,
it.
if you went to that show, you would have had like an epiphany or something. Cause,
I would praise Jesus.
Because he was what he was saying when he went to the song, and it was just like
Alright, let me ask you a question. How was his last album?
what?
Okay, but
You don't
see,
support loving your wife?
No, I do. It's like
Chance has a good
this is
message.
a good song.
That's
His
all.
messages are great. The last single I liked from Chance was what, Need Security or whatever?
What?
The You Need Security.
He
Fuck
dropped
you. That's
Oh, my life.
Might Need Security, that's what it is.
he dropped a lot of singles. I think it was after his last album.
Well, the one I really liked was the one with R. Kelly. But,
Wait, which one?
it was Somewhere in Paradise with
Oh.
R. Kelly and Jeremiah.
Well, we
That's
don't
Well,
pretty
support
fire.
didn't that shit get taken off of
It
Apple
did.
Music?
But that was a really good
Is it
song.
because of Robert
No,
Kelly?
it was it was a good song though.
Yeah,
But
They should just like put
was
his
fire.
verse out there.
yeah,
yeah. But I think Chance wanted to take it out because of him.
yeah, I can see
And-
that.
So yeah, but that
Wait, why
that's
did
probably my
he?
favorite single about him.
Why did he even have him on the album if all the allegations were?
Still there.
Yeah,
Well, that goes back to about how people switch up when.
but Chance might see the good in people, you know.
You're fucking stupid.
All right, so who needs to drop out? You said Kendrick.
Kendrick.
But
You
he
said
said
Rihanna.
You're saying if he doesn't drop, he won't be relevant.
I don't think he will.
Well, to him, probably not. All right,
to
so
most people, I feel like okay. If you would have asked me at the beginning of like quarantine,
quarantine.
like no, but like bro, if you would have asked me at the beginning of quarantine, I probably would have been like, oh yeah, bro, I'm waiting for Kendrick to fucking drop. Like he's gonna drop now because of this.
I think
shit.
if the pandemic didn't happen, he would have dropped it earlier.
Well, TDE would already have 3 projects out because they always do this. They go.
It would have been J Rock, Isaiah.
Isaiah was so trash, but don't
Oh,
fucking
shut the fuck out. Hold on. You hear this? I want you to cut this and save it, and then when Isaiah Rashad finally drops,
He'll pull
And
up
when
on
I
us.
don't and when I don't listen to the album because it's
You know,
trash.
he'll pull up on us and play one song that he loves off the album every time he pulls up. He did that with Pop for like the first week the album dropped.
What do you mean? I was fucking when I was running at the fucking track, I was like, bro, y'all like this song hit, and it was the fucking one that was on SoundCloud that leaked. Something special when it leaked already, and then I fucking sent it to you, and you're like, oh, I can't find it, I can't play it. And I was like, oh, they probably took it down.
Hold on.
And then Kyle was all like, oh yeah, I heard that shit.
I feel like we talk about music a lot. I forget all our
Wait, hold on.
conversations.
Are you sure it was something special or was
Or it might have been the other one.
I think it's the other one.
No,
We're doing
it was
that.
probably the other one.
I think
I
Cole
already
needs to
get the two
drop.
mixed up.
I think Chance needs.
Wait,
to
you said
drop.
Cole?
I think J. Cole needs to drop. He's supposed to drop the Fall Off, and it's been like 2 years.
Well, I think
Don't
the
you know about love?
Yeah, no. Well, I think the two songs he dropped was cool
Yeah,
to keep him relevant.
that makes relevant in like some people's rotation. Is I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like with
Honestly,
Kendrick,
I love
like-
Kendrick, but I'm not going back to Good Kid, Mad City unless I have my phone on shuffle and it pops up.
Oh, I have it on the
Well, okay, but see,
We have like a 15,000
Yeah.
hour playlist.
but see,
Mine
that's
is
okay,
shuffle
but that's what I'm
playlist.
saying in terms of relevance.
Yeah, like rotation.
Like if you would have asked me, or if you would have asked probably like 95% of the people out there, like, oh, what are you listening to right now? I highly doubt they're gonna say Kendrick. I think Frank has more of a chance or a higher chance of being brought up than Kendrick does.
Well, I mean,
Because people are still feeding for a Frank album. A lot of people are. You don't hear about like that many people speaking of like, fuck, bro, I need Kendrick to drop.
Well, it matters in circles you're in. Like, I don't talk to anybody about Frank Ocean because I don't listen to Frank Ocean.
It's because you're fucking stupid.
no,
Maybe.
but I mean, you're saying like people they're not saying that they want a Kendrick album.
I'm not saying
But-
that they don't want it. I'm just saying that like you don't hear about it as much.
Like,
Yeah.
they'll probably be excited when he drops.
Okay, when was
but
the
they're
last
not
person
like-
to say that about Frank?
Shit, me the other day.
But what I'm trying to say is like,
Hold on,
so-
let me clear it up. I don't think Frank is trash. I just don't listen to his albums.
so he's good. But what I'm trying to say is
I heard he's great.
like let's say like
Maybe next week I'll come
if
talk
if,
about how great it is.
if Rick Ross said
Oh,
hey, I'm gonna drop an album November 2nd.
I ain't listening to it.
Everybody
It
who's-
matters what the features are.
Everybody who's ever fucked with Rick Ross is gonna be like, oh shit, he gotta drop that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because he already made the noise for it.
No, you know why they'll listen to Rick Ross's album? Because
Because
the
all the
shit he,
features.
no, that and also all the shit he said about Tory.
Oh
So
no.
people will be like, oh, he probably has a track. This like talking.
I don't know why Rick Ross.
Okay, but see, that's a good point though. Like the fact that someone can do that with Tory just this shows Tory's up there.
Yeah,
I just feel like
they're like name dropping him. You know?
Uh,
Yeah, like he didn't get canceled.
No,
He's
if anything,
trending on YouTube.
Well,
No,
it's almost
if-
impossible to get canceled, to be honest.
2
You
million a
think so?
day.
I think the only way you can get canceled.
so
is
why
if,
they
like-
cancel my girl Doja Cat?
I mean, because she said some like racist shit. Right?
But
That's different. I mean, it's not really different from shooting somebody, but like, there's no evidence of Tory actually doing it.
well, and then she also spoke out about it and didn't really like.
Address it.
Yeah, and that really goes against.
When she spoke about it, she's like, "Oh, I'm a proud black woman, and I identify as that." But there was video evidence of her saying derogatory things.
Oh, wait, no, but like,
I'm a Drake fan.
how long ago?
It was like a couple weeks after, right?
What?
that she
Oh, you're
said
talking
that.
about like how long ago was the video from?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a few years.
Oh, it was like it was a couple like a few years older, but also. The only song you hear from Doja is like "Say So." No one else.
Yeah, I
Total
know.
that
And
you
what
know
more
is
you
fucking
need?
here.
And
Besides
what
this
more you
man.
need?
I guess.
And what
No,
more you need?
she's a good artist, but like the only way you can get canceled is if you go by it the way she did it.
Yeah, that's true.
And like if you have no proof that you're gonna grow, then you're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Tory doing this, I think Tory addressed it the best way he could, because one, he can't talk about it really in depth,
Well, if he went
and,
on,
and all he said was that I didn't do it.
yeah, and he's saying like she said, but if he went on Instagram Live, he's gonna be talking. No one's gonna listen to him.
Yeah,
People are just like, oh, whatever, you shot big.
See,
No
I
one's
think,
gonna listen.
I think that's cap though, because like, and I don't mean to be like sound or come off like bad, but it's just like the only people trying to cancel Tory are fucking women.
Yeah, but a lot of his albums,
Women. Let me rephrase. Sorry, women, and celebrity
I think female.
celebrity people like people of color.
I think a lot of
You know, and
female
it's just
artists
like-
are also trying to do that because they might want that Meg feature, so they want to make sure they're on her
Who the
side.
fuck wants some
No, but here's the thing, right? It makes sense. It makes sense to do it. It makes sense to do it because then at that point people are like, oh, like this person advocated for Meg when this shit happened, or this person was on Tory's side, so they're canceled too. And it's just like it makes sense, but it's also kind of like the people who are really trying to cancel Tory, like, well, I'm pretty sure 75% of them are women.
Well, that just sounds like people are.
Tory was gonna address that though.
What?
About
yeah,
people trying to
yeah.
cancel him. He's like, yo, then take me off your music and take me
Yeah.
off your albums because obviously, if you look at your like playlist thing or whatever,
He's up
I'm
there.
on your top like
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
songs. So take me
But
out.
like what you're saying, like they're doing that. It just sounds like they're doing that so people will think they're a good person because there's literally been nothing shown that Tory didn't do it because Tory didn't really say anything about it, you know. But I do think that you're saying what? You're saying
How do we get back on Tory?
because he was talking about.
But I'm saying like it's mostly women and,
Yeah.
and like people of color who have a large influence, and it's like don't get me wrong, like if he did shoot her, like okay, like obviously
You
like,
deserve to be canceled.
yeah, like he deserves whatever comes to him, but it's kind of like I think people are I think people are too quick to like jump the gun, you know, and it's just like I don't know.
I do think that like I do see a lot of women do it, but I do think there's a lot of men who are doing it also. But I feel like a lot of times, you know how dudes are, like they do it so like girls will be like, oh my gosh, you know, I feel like it's really hard to tell who's genuine.
So you think people are doing this for an image?
No, for sure.
Yeah, and like that's why it's hard to come off as genuine or not. That's why I agree with what Tory's doing. Like he's saying like if y'all really gonna bash my name and you don't even know my side of the story, then it's kind of like you never respected me in the first place, you know?
Yeah, well, there's 3 sides to every story. Like they could both be lying on some things. Like no one really
You
knows.
never know. But like he said, if Tory did it, I'm not gonna say fuck Tory, but like he deserves all the consequences in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I still fuck with his music though. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I had that thought though. I had that thought when I was like, damn, he shot her. It's like, I gotta stop.
No, but that's
so
what
I gotta
I'm saying,
stop listening to it.
That's what I'm saying though. People are acting like, oh, like they comment, oh, I'm still waiting for a song, like a good song by him.
Yeah.
Like, fuck is that? That motherfucker has dropped like fucking how many songs better than like your favorite artist?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Say It was pretty much his first single.
And that carried him for like 2 years.
Like his first mainstream single, I mean.
Yeah.
Like.
But all his mixtapes were all classic. Now we just sound like we're dick riding Tory Lanez, dude.
Oh, shit. Hey, Tory, if you're hearing this, I'm trying to fuck
Say
you.
quarantine.
Hey, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you say you're trying to fuck Tory.
Oh, that's not true.
DJ,
Cut the beat.
No, but I think it goes without saying, like Tory Lanez is one of the biggest artists right now, and I think that's just credited to like everything he's dropped like right before quarantine and then during quarantine.
Yeah,
like Chixtape, what was it? Chixtape 5?
Mm-hmm.
Like was it not probably one of the best albums that dropped?
At that time, I could say that. I could see that because he had all the artists that. This Chick Tape, he had all the artists that he sampled on the song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see that. Makes sense then.
I wanted him to sample Baby Don't Go by Fabulous and TK. That was my shit back when I was young. You can't tell me that shit was not.
Back when you're younger, you're not old.
Yeah, bro. I'm 26.
I'm 23, bro. Back when I was young.
Back in the day. No, but.
Alright, hold on. So to wrap that up, so the albums we need now is Kendrick, Cole. You said Frank. Who do you think?
Isaiah Rashad, because once.
Oh yeah, Isaiah.
Because I'm talking to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah, once you drop this album, bro, you're gonna be the head of TDE.
I don't know about all that.
What you mean?
The head?
Bro, he's
I
gonna.
think some of that.
Isaiah Rashad.
He's never gonna outshine Q or Kendrick.
When they slow down, get the fuck out of here.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, or scissor.
I don't think he
or
can
Scissor.
outshine SZA. SZA has a huge fan base.
No, she's good.
But I'm saying about rap. Well,
I think
Q
in
already
general.
kind of stopped. Like he's in PGA Golf Tour video game. Like he's in the game.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He golfs.
Oh shit.
I look.
And he has a
cop
friendship.
because
I love him.
He has a what?
He's a Frenchie. I love it.
Oh really?
So y'all listening to Isaiah Rashad over SZA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
They have songs together anyways.
I would check his album out before I check out hers.
Oh,
Like I'll check out his and then maybe hers if she dropped. But
That
like,
sounds like a fucking simp, bro.
after y'all just be sipping. Yo, I'm a simp, bro. I love Snow Labor. I love Giving. I love.
Sample.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Samples just.
No, but if
Samples
Isaiah
are
Rashad
He
whenever
had 2 songs with Drake and think he's big now.
I'm not
Fuck out here.
You think he got his own sample?
All right, hold on. James Fauntleroy.
Who?
James Fauntleroy. Yeah, what's up?
I know, guys, that'd be answering. You're the most effective joker.
I think that's the only song I know by him.
But he's a good artist. He's a good writer too.
But Girls Love Beyonce dropped what, 2015,
So what?
16?
It's what's the word?
We were in high school when that dropped.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to Isaiah Rashad, the real topic here.
Okay.
Once he drops, Isaiah, once you drop,
Why are you so close?
you're gonna become the face of TDE.
That bitch spiked up when you got that close.
You're gonna be the face of TDE. When you drop the first one, the Suns to Raid, everybody loved you.
Was that the first one? Wasn't Sylvia Demo the first one?
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like it's like when people actually notice him. You know what I'm saying?
I think the only person that I know can back you up the fullest on Isaiah is Larry.
Okay. Yeah, he went to the show. I was so mad I didn't go to that show. But in Santa Cruz at the Catalyst. But I'm just telling you now.
But Isaiah dropped what, 2016, right?
See, and that's why he's
I
not
want to
relevant.
say, yeah, about then, 2016, 2017.
Relevant, rotation relevant.
Hey, that's still my rotation every day.
I know, but like you're a Isaiah Rashad fan though.
Am I an Isaiah Rashad head?
It's so fucking ugly.
All right. Okay.
I'm trying to look up the year.
You guys want to talk about basketball?
Yeah, the Suns should have been in the finals.
I think the Suns should have been in the playoffs.
Blue Bay didn't even play that. Yeah, y'all would have
Nah,
lost
for real. You think so?
He said y'all would have lost anyways. You think so? What?
To who? Who would? Oh, they would have played the Lakers.
2016.
They would have played the Lakers.
I mean, yeah.
First round? They would have played.
Yeah, they would have played the Lakers, right? First round. If they got.
Yeah,
in.
because worst seed versus best seed, right?
Yeah, if they made it over the
See,
Blazers.
I think if they would have played someone else besides the Lakers and Lakers like in the Western Conference, I think they would have been better against other teams.
Well, based off
I think they would have lost against the Lakers.
the Clippers were second seed. Yeah, let's say if the Suns made it to the seventh.
They didn't play like it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Suns already beat them in the bubble
Yeah.
off a Devin Booker game
Yeah.
winner. If they already did that, you never know what kind of
Over
playoffs.
George.
Especially after what the Nuggets did to them.
Yeah.
And what the Mavs were kind of doing to them.
Bro, the Jamal thing, the Jamal Murray, like all these minutes he's playing. No shit, they're going game sevens, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if they would have won the game
Well-
7, like they won every series except the Lakers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, okay, but here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like
Like you can be trash and just play hella minutes. Like,
okay, but I feel like the Suns would have matched up better with the Lakers than the Heat do.
Why does that matter? It's the finals.
No, I know, but I'm saying like if the Suns would have played the Lakers first round,
You think they would beat them?
You think it would have
I
forced
think
7?
I think they could have taken them at least 6.
Who's guarding AD?
These thoughts are only
DeAndre Ayton.
Who's guarding Dwight and JaVale then?
Put fucking start Aaron Bynes.
Sarge?
You can start Aaron Bynes or Baines. Sorry.
Oh, who's Bynes?
Yeah.
Baines?
Bynes?
You can start them too. Or
Why
Sarge.
wouldn't you?
I think Sarge could guard Dwight.
Sarge can guard.
You don't think so? But
He said, "Fuck."
and plus, honestly, I wouldn't be that scared of Dwight.
And you got Rubio at a point who's too scared to
Yeah,
do something on offense?
bro. Okay, because here's the thing, right?
You got Uber,
Like,
bro.
if-
It doesn't
if
matter how
you-
you play, it matters how you look.
No, but here's the thing, right? Because like I feel with the Lakers, if you can stop AD or LeBron, you have a good chance of beating them.
Well,
You just have to stop. No, but you just
KCP can put
you
up
just-
25 in a game. Easy.
no, but you just have to. Wait,
You don't think
what?
so? Bro, KCP's been going off when LeBron and AD can't do shit.
For 25?
Turn your mic off, man. Anyways,
For 25?
He gets close to
I don't
it.
know about 25.
Let's see what he dropped today.
No, because he said a game. That's
no,
why I
he
laughed.
said 2.5.
Oh, alright. No,
Yeah.
he's a good player though. Like he really
2.5? Fuck off.
he's been doing hella better. They need him in
He
reality.
stepped up and, like,
Yeah.
people were looking for Kuz, but KCP stepped up instead of, like, Kuz really stepping up.
And like today,
It's my fault being hella loud.
no, but like today, KCP hit 2 threes or something,
Yeah,
and
He's the
then
one that helped him.
Rondo's been stepping up a lot.
yeah,
Dude,
But-
he's making threes, which is surprising.
yeah. But it's like okay, put Devin Booker on Rondo. Like Devin Booker's not the best defender, but I'd rather him guard Rondo than Rubio, and then put Rubio on the
They'll
other
outscore
stuff for shooting
Rondo.
guard. But like if you force like LeBron and that surrounding cast without AD to beat you, LeBron's not carrying that team. That's proven.
Alright, guys, look.
That's
How's that
proven
proven? How's that
KCP
proven?
from
dropped.
last season.
KCP
I'm
dropped
getting
13.
tired of this last season tape.
Bro,
He got hurt.
Who?
it doesn't matter.
How does that not matter?
Even when he wasn't hurt, he still couldn't carry.
Who we talking?
Because the rest of the team was hurt.
Bro,
we talking
don't give me that.
What you mean?
Bro.
Brandon Ingram in and out of the lineup. Lonzo in and out of the lineup.
He had a better team last year. Like, take AD out of this year's lineup. LeBron had a better team last year than he would have this year.
With a young core?
Yeah, I would take.
just said Bi and Lonzo kept going in and out of the lineup.
All right, but when they're in the lineup,
When
what
how
he
many games
doing
was
though?
that? How many games was
all
that?
right, and how many games did they lose
I
together?
think with the old, like the young core, eventually they had the potential to go on runs. But LeBron's on a win now.
He's 35.
He's like,
You're
take
telling me
these-
LeBron couldn't win with BI?
Without AD?
No,
I think Bi improved this season.
Because he gets the ball more. His usage higher.
I think
okay,
he's
you
the
don't
star
think
of the
that
team.
Yeah.
I think it would have benefited
He should have
LeBron more if he had another superstar who handles the ball more. And which is why I think him and AD complement each other so much, because LeBron doesn't have to be handling the ball as much because you can just throw that ball into AD, low post, high post, it don't matter.
Well, that's why they're gonna get a third actual starting point guard.
You saying the Lakers?
Yeah, because like Kemba said, they were pushing hard for him this offseason.
Yeah.
They didn't get him because of the whole Kawhi situation, which I think is pretty messed up on Kawhi's part, the way he did the Lakers.
Yeah.
But
It's alright.
they could have Seth
They're
Curry.
home, man.
They could have Seth Curry. Seth Curry on this Laker team, that's 15, 18, maybe even 20 a night.
You think so?
You see what he does on the Mavs?
That's true.
He's wide open on that team, and they don't even got shooters like that.
Yeah.
He is the shooter.
Yeah, but they got, what's his name, something Finney Smith?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, they got Michael Gilchrist.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think the
that's
spacing
like
works
that.
out better because of the team that the Mavs are.
Yeah, because of KP.
Yeah, KP and Luka. Luka
Yeah,
pulled up from deep.
but this way, if
Luka put the
AD,
whole team on his back in the playoffs.
if AD could shoot how he's shooting right now, up and down throughout a season, then the offense would be
Yeah.
great with
Well,
Steph Curry.
well, like speaking on that too, though, like LeBron isn't shooting like this regular season.
Mhm.
Like LeBron's hitting consistent threes and middies like nothing, and it's like,
With minimal space, too.
yeah, I think he said Hall of Fame dead eye, Hall of Fame difficult shot.
Fine, bro.
No, but
deep fades.
But he doesn't do any moves. He doesn't do any fancy moves, and he gets the space.
And his fade is.
but then again, that's accredited to like people being scared of him driving it. You know? Like you give him a little bit of space, force him to shoot because he has a higher chance of missing a jumper than he does of fucking
Layup,
driving in for a
yeah.
layup. And even if he misses, he's gonna get the call.
Yeah.
Like and that's just the way he plays. And it's like I feel like that's why like personally like I would give him a jumper instead of a fucking drive. Like,
Well, that's what the Spurs did back in
Yeah.
20.
14, 15.
Yeah, and they lost
Or
2014.
Yeah.
They lost 2014, and that's because of that strategy.
Yeah.
They tried to do it 20,
I have a great question.
2012, I
after we're done with
think,
this conversation.
and
mm,
he was knocking it down.
yeah.
So you gotta live or die by it.
Or 2010, right? No.
That was Mavs 2011.
Yeah, that was.
D-Rose, baby.
Yeah.
So my question is, so this is his 10th finals.
Mhm.
Do you think that him making 10, does that add to his legacy, or no,
No.
because he lost 7?
Go for 9 here.
I don't think that
He lost
it.
7 already, right? Yeah.
6.
6.
I don't think
What?
that it hurts his legacy if he loses, or it cements him as the GOAT if he wins, whatever the fuck, right? Like my whole thing on that is like, I don't. As much as I can talk shit, right? I don't think that like people can like you can really say like, oh, top 3, like the best out of the 3, because top 3 for sure, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, that's undebatable. But I don't think you can really say like one is better than the other just because they played in different fucking
Eras?
yeah, and it's like you can be.
Kobe played in both.
Kobe played at like the end of Michael's era and at the like beginning, I guess, or like the middle of LeBron's. Because think about it, Kobe had his own era of like play.
Yeah.
Like there was a whole different play style.
Well, that and the defense has already changed.
Yeah, and it's like, like LeBron right now, the league's soft. He's getting a lot of foul calls. His stats are kind of padded. But
Stop it.
So you think because how physical a player is, he kind of gets to take advantage of the players because of the offense?
yeah, for sure. But back to what I was saying, right? Like I don't think it being 10 finals or whatever the fuck will hurt or help his legacy. I think in general he's still going to go down as a top 3 player, debatable top 1.
So, do you think there's any way that somebody can say that he's better than Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I would just say impact. Like impact in general in society and impact on a team. Because
I'm talking about on the court, like okay.
no, that's what. Like impact on his team. LeBron makes his team better, not in a sense that like they'll shoot better or they'll cut better, like fundamentally.
Alright, we're back.
We're back. Like they don't make them like shoot better, like
Were you saying he has
like cut better or whatever. But like LeBron opens up the court for everyone else on his team, right? Mm-hmm. LeBron not only has like the shooting now to be able to get his other shooters open because now people are worried about him shooting, but people are so worried about him driving in that like he gives people wide open shots, right?
And his IQ.
Yeah. So it's just like LeBron has more of an impact on the court for his team, and that's why his team is always successful, because it's like at this point you're so fucking worried about stopping one guy that you're collapsing on defense every time, or you're fucking doubling him every fucking time.
Yeah.
So it just makes it an easier game for the team to win. Whereas with like Kobe and fucking Michael Jordan, like, yeah, you might play aggressive defense on them, or you might hand check them because you still can, right? Where it's like now you can't. So I don't know. I think impact wise, LeBron's top.
Like because you said LeBron, that was the last thing you said, right? Is LeBron's up there? I was gonna ask like, so you guys both said like he could be better than Jordan at the end of the day, right? At the end of everything, but like I feel like LeBron does it with less people or players that are past their prime. Like Jordan never did it without Pippen. Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, but LeBron never did it without another star player or star players.
But wouldn't you say it's kind of impressive to be able?
Oh, sorry.
Wouldn't you say it's kind of impressive to like get this player, get that player, and still get the end product of a ring?
No.
You don't think that's impressive?
No, because there's nothing impressive about being able to recruit someone in this day.
No, because you have to realize that Cavs team, Kyrie, then they got Kevin Love. First finals, Kyrie, Kevin Love hurt. Lost in what? They lost in what? 6. LeBron put up historic numbers. They even said he could be finals MVP, right? Mm-hmm. And he pushed them to 6 games with what? Role players, right? You don't think that's impressive?
Well, I mean, you could say that same thing about the Warriors.
What?
Steph and Clay did it with role players.
Draymond not a role player.
Draymond's not a star.
At that time, Draymond was a star.
He was also like defensive player, like in the defensive player of the year.
Draymond,
but if we're talking role players, that's Draymond's role. All he's there for.
But he was an all-star though, right? He was an all-star.
Yeah, but because he was good at playing his role. I think there's a big difference in saying that someone's a star player and someone's a really fucking good role player.
Well, I think what I'm saying is like role players, like Amon Shumpert and JR, they weren't all-stars. They were role players. I play defense. I'm going to hit open threes when I need to.
And there you go. And they're above average role players.
Like Dellavedova wasn't...
I don't think...
He was like...
He did good, though.
He did good.
He was the point guard they needed when...
He climbed Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe not fully, but...
Yeah,
he did what he had to.
But my thing is, it's like...
I count Tristan Thompson as an all-star for them. He wasn't a role player.
You do? I don't.
I don't know.
Well, you think he was a role player?
Yeah.
When he was doing like when he was actually playing.
His role is watch when I fucking shoot and get the board.
Yeah,
that's his role.
I guess. Like he was like a crucial part as well.
No, he's was
important. He's important.
He played well when they were playing in the playoffs, but like for me, it's just like Clay and Steph are the definition of like all-star, superstar players on that team. And then it's like everyone else is a role player.
So even Iguodala at that time was a role player.
Yeah. What was his role?
Wasn't he like
the
finals
entire
MVP?
the entire finals though? What was Iguodala's role?
Defense?
Slow down LeBron. It wasn't even play defense. It wasn't even play help, play this, play that. It was
he was scoring though too, right?
It was face guard LeBron and don't let him take over. Because if you stop LeBron on that team and you let Kyrie try and beat you, it's proven that Kyrie can't carry a team like that.
That's true. That's proven because of like what happened in Boston. They shipped him out, got Kemba. They made it to the playoffs.
But also, I don't think that's Kyrie's fault. But that's a whole other topic. But like, am I wrong?
I would say, based off of Iguodala's season with the Nuggets, the year prior to signing with the Warriors, that makes him an all-star. That makes him an all-star to the Warriors because he brought them over the hump. Did he not?
No.
You don't think he did?
No.
You think they would have made the finals without him?
I think they would have made the finals without him. But here's the thing, right?
Did they get Kerr though then?
Huh?
Didn't they get Steve Kerr then, or did they have him before Iggy came?
No, they had
No,
him.
yeah.
They got him.
Yeah.
At that time.
But here's the thing, though, right? Like, someone can be an all-star or a superstar on one team and then become a glorified role player on another, which I think that's what happened with Iggy because he went from being like
that guy,
that guy on the 76ers to being like, you know, he's still a fucking superstar, but he's not like top tier superstar
He's
anymore
not
on the
like
Nuggets.
making an all-star team and shit.
And then he went from that to being like a Lou Will type player on the Warriors.
But if you're going in by that, then you have to see it as like, you're saying Iguodala's role in the Nuggets compared to the Warriors is what defines his role because it's a different team, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna put it in those terms, you could also say the same about Jimmy Butler. He's not putting up numbers like that. With this Heat team, he's the leader and everything.
Yeah.
But his numbers don't reflect all-star caliber, superstar caliber players.
Jimmy might be doing stuff that's not on the stat sheet though.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you think of the Heat, they're like, oh, who are the all-stars? You're gonna say Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Even though he's not putting up the crazy numbers.
But that's what I'm saying. It's his role.
No, yeah, and I think that's where you draw the line between like that superstar and all-star because you can be an all-star and be a glorified role player.
Okay.
Right? But that's what I'm saying, like going back to that first comment, right, where it's like, did the Warriors have 3 superstars when they played LeBron in the finals? No.
The first time.
Yeah.
They did.
Not even the first time. The second time, because they played the second time when they went 73-9 without KD yet.
And they lost.
Same exact team and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
They still only had 2 superstars and a glorified role player in Draymond.
Okay, that's talking about.
They had a lockdown defender and 2.
Draymond in his prime is a star.
Okay,
whether you like it or
he
not,
got paid star money though.
no.
So
Whether you like it or not, his role on that team, he may not have gotten the touches, but everything he did, because people saw Dennis Rodman as a star.
And he was barely scoring shit, but he was getting 20 rebounds.
He's doing his job, like you're saying.
Blocks.
But he is a star in his role, but he's not a role player in his prime. Right now, he's a role player. Yeah, of course. That man.
Draymond?
Yeah, he fell off. But
They gotta get rid of him.
But that's also not his fault because the system isn't the same without Curry and Clay.
Well, they're also 2 of the greatest shooters in
Yeah.
NBA history.
Okay, so then like if that's the case, let's say the roles were flipped, right? Like when Steph was in, he was still keeping the Warriors in games, even when Draymond was hurt for like I think it was like 5 or 6 games that Draymond was hurt. Mm-hmm. So it's like that just shows you the difference where it's like Steph carried that team close enough to be competitive.
Because Curry is a generational talent.
And
Draymond
there you go,
isn't.
and that's the definition of a superstar.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm
that's
saying,
like,
but you're trying to diminish Draymond by saying he was a bona fide role player because that wasn't him. He was a star.
He was a defensive superstar, not offensive.
2K
superstar.
tells me in the left corner when the circle pops up,
There's
star. Yeah.
Draymond got one.
He's a star.
stupid.
And you can't tell he's an 89, 90 overall back in those 2Ks.
But he can be a defensive superstar or all-star, but doesn't mean he's an all-star like when you need him to score.
Why do you think when KD joined, him and Draymond locked everybody up? Those two were the main people who played defense on the bigs. Clay got the perimeter. That's why they locked everybody up. Because of that. And that shows that Draymond was a star in his prime. And now Draymond's gonna come to the Lakers.
Stupid.
Have you seen how much he's defending LeBron?
Yeah, he's defending him.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Draymond
He trying to
need to
come to
stay up on the table with Shaq and.
He's trying to.
He's like.
He's trying to stay on the West
back towards
Coast.
the camera. You see this? Yeah,
No, I mean I just don't think like people can say like that they really had three superstars
Without
I think,
KD.
Yeah,
Like before KD got there.
yeah. Because I think when KD got there,
Well,
that's when they had like 3 superstars.
If you're saying
and then Draymond.
superstars, then no. Draymond wasn't a superstar.
Yeah, and there you go.
But he was not a role player.
I think he was a defensive.
Okay, because Lou Will. Okay, like just like in comparison, right? Lou Will could probably make the All-Star team every year for sure. If he started instead of being on the bench, he could be an all-star.
But he's Mr. Six Man, bro.
Exactly. He's a glorified role player, or not even glorified. He's a fucking top-end role player. That's their sixth man.
He's the star role player. That's what he is.
To lead that bench unit, right? And it's like
he started this season though, right? That's why. Then why did
I think when
Harold,
Pat Bev was injured.
Then why did Harold get the Sixth Man of the Year?
Because
He was doing better as a sixth man.
Even though I think Dennis Schroeder should have won, but that's just me.
Debatable. But like, see, like that's what I'm saying though is like if Lou Will makes the All-Star team, coming off the bench, he's not a superstar. He's a glorified role player. He's extremely good at what he does and what he's being used for.
So he's an all-star, not a superstar.
There you go. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between the two because like all-star is all subjective, right? Like you can vote in whoever the fuck you want, but it's like you can't say Draymond's a superstar because he can't impact the game like
he won't push it to the
most
next level.
superstars can.
But I'm not calling him a superstar.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying though. I'm saying like he's not a superstar, so I don't think it's right that people say that the Warriors had three when
So
they
had
really
two
only had two
superstars and an all-star.
I guess if you guys want to put it in that sense.
Well,
but
I'm only putting it that way because when people go against LeBron, they say they get all the accolades from every player that's quote unquote washed up on his team. Like Darren Williams when he was on the Cavs. That was his last show.
Yeah.
And they started counting his all-star appearances, saying, "Oh, LeBron needs all this help."
Look at Richard Jefferson,
Yeah.
Channing Frye.
Yeah, but like they're all like 30. What? They're about to retire.
They're all retired now.
Exactly, and that was not that long ago. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You got to keep the same energy with every team. It's all,
No,
that's
yeah,
why I'm doing that.
and that's the thing too. Though it's like when you go back and look at that Cavs versus Warriors team, like when they were healthy, right? You could debatably say that Cavs team had three superstars.
I think it had two superstars and one all-star.
Because Kevin Love wasn't putting up the numbers.
I
That's
think
not his
Kevin
role. Like
Love
you
was an all-star, but I think that's where we're
But-
getting mixed up. Like superstar is higher than all-star.
But
Like, LeBron
here's
is a
here's the
superstar.
thing, right? Is like we didn't get to experience a Kyrie and Kevin Love team, like really experience them before Kevin Love fell off, without LeBron that year, because Kevin Love all those years before
said. Minnesota.
carried the
Oh,
fucking
Oh,
Timberwolves.
he was balling
But-
out, dude.
Yeah.
But they never won games like
Because but he did carry them to subpar 30-40 win teams.
Yeah.
Right? Or seasons, I should say, sorry. And it's like we never got to experience that Kevin Love on that Cavs team with Kyrie because LeBron
that.
yeah.
But Kevin Love only came there because of LeBron.
Exactly. But
But
I'm saying
Kevin
like
took,
he
like, the
took
back
a back
seat.
seat.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with Chris Bosh.
Yeah, but
He-
Chris, okay, and that's a good comment, right? Is because we still consider those three superstars.
During that time, I
D-Wade, Chris
wouldn't have.
Bosh, and LeBron.
During that time, during their run, I wouldn't consider him.
Damn,
Because the only time he
that's
would
crazy.
ball out is when LeBron or Wade would sit.
Exactly, but that's exactly what I would define a superstar as, is someone who can
Carry the load.
they
ball,
not
everything.
only carry but they impact the
game.
entire game, right?
Mhm.
Because you can have players like Jimmy Butler, right, who go out, they get a defensive stop once in a while, but then you have people like Chris Bosh who
He can
you
do
know
something.
they can give you buckets, but then on the other end they're fucking your shit up. They're clamping you. They're getting defensive stops. They're giving you fast breaks. You know, and that's what most superstar players do, is that they'll
They're two ways.
yeah, it's not two ways in a sense, but they'll impact the game
On both
in
sides of
more
the ball.
ways on both sides. Whether it's just clogging the lane, fucking tipping a pass, whatever it may be, or just fucking scoring buckets on you, right? They'll affect the entire
Well, that's
game
why,
flow.
That's why I can go back to say what you said about Iggy. Iggy was he was like an all-star in that sense because he won Finals MVP for locking up LeBron and shit. He was making plays that if he didn't make,
They would have
they would have lost the game. So he impacted the game on both sides
yeah, but
because he would make buckets when they needed and he would stop fast breaks and all that shit when he needed to.
I don't know about that one.
Because if that's the case, that's why Manu Ginobili was an all-star. People consider them a big three.
Well, I would consider Ginobili a superstar when they were in their prime. Yeah,
And I think that those three, Tony, Manu Ginobili,
Yeah,
and Tim
Tim
Duncan, those three were superstars in their primes.
Yeah.
I mean, superstars in their primes. Compared to the Heat with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I don't think Chris Bosh was hooping like that.
I think he got more enhanced when LeBron and D Wade were playing with him. Like his status, his status of play got put up there with them. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
Like he went from like being a great player, all-star, like he's playing with LeBron.
Oh, so it's like
he's a superstar.
Oh, so it's like the two best dudes at the park pick this dude. He's like, this dude must be a hooper, blah blah, right? And it kind of makes their name bigger.
Yeah, like they pushed his level up.
Yeah, I just
He
wish
got
it was
more.
Melo, to be
He got
honest.
more recognition.
You know how nice that would have been? Melo, LeBron, Wade.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know though. Like, I feel like
I wish the Nuggets did more, bro.
stupid.
Melo and Jr.
I just feel like people give too much shit to the Warriors for having that many quote unquote superstars when, like, it's debatable whether bringing in KD and whatnot was kind of like a bitch move or whatever.
Well, and then the next year they bring in DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah,
regardless coming off injury or not.
Yeah, but it's also like, can you blame him though? It's like no one's wanting to pick him up.
It's not blaming.
You got the league minimum, right?
Yeah,
it's not blaming the Warriors. It's blaming DeMarcus Cousins. That's what a lot of Warrior fans don't understand.
Yeah, and but here's the thing too, though, right? It's like, think about it in DeMarcus Cousins' shoes. Like he even said it in like those IG posts and everything he was putting out. Like no one was calling him, and it's kind of like if you're hungry to still be playing in the league, it's kind of like, if someone's calling me and I'm like, okay, not only can I win a ring with these people, but I'm going to contribute to that. Because for sure, if DeMarcus Cousins was healthy, like actually healthy all season, that team, like, they're fucking locked in for finals. They're locked in for a ring.
I think people didn't call him because of his anger issues. He lets that shit get best. He tried to fight everybody win on the court.
Yeah, okay.
For every call. So people were like, okay, I don't want
that, plus his injury. His injury happened, and then just like
he hasn't played for the Lakers. He's been signed there.
They cut him, but he's going to the Lakers next year.
Yeah, for sure.
And him doing that, in my opinion, is the same soft shit. It's still soft, but I don't blame him because his boy is there. AD, Rondo's there. They love him. They love.
Well, he's trying to win a ring, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, him saying that nobody was calling him. There was reports that Pelicans offered him a $40 million.
Well, it's hard to see that won't contend.
But why would you stay with the Pelicans though if it's obvious they're not trying to build a winning team?
Why? AD was still there. They did good together.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like, what are you gonna do with AD, DeMarcus Cousins, and Drew Holiday? Like, don't get me wrong, that's a playoff caliber team, but that's not going to get you over the hump of in that time playing a team like the Warriors or playing a team like the Cavs, where those are the only two teams you're trying to compete with. Maybe the Spurs, because they had a good run, but
you can't really. No, you're right, because the Pelicans did sign Solomon Hill and Etuan
and they had
big ass contracts.
That fucking Omir Asik or whatever the fuck. And it's kind of like, it's cool keeping him coming off the bench, but it's like, no reason to re-sign him.
He was on the Bulls, bro. 3 seconds in the key all day.
Yeah.
It would piss me off.
But, like, I don't know. I think, like, right now, just in, like, today's day and age, like, I don't think it's bad to ring chase, depending on the circumstances, right? Like, if you're on a team that's obviously, like, stuck in a rebuild, like, yeah, the Kings.
Kings don't.
Or like right now, like the Bulls, right? Like who they just wait for it. Like they just signed a good coach. Mm-hmm. They have good building blocks.
And they got a better GM, right?
But if they don't, I think these next 2-3 years are going to be telling of how they're going to be, right? Because you have Zach LaVine, you have a good big in Lauri Markkanen, but it's like, what are you going to do with this year's draft? Are you going to try and draft someone else to help complement them? Or what are you going to do? You're going to try and trade that pick, pick up a solid veteran player to help? What are, they don't have direction right now. Mm-hmm. And you can't blame them because they have a new coach. You don't know what the coach wants to do. You don't know what system he's going to implement, whatever the fuck, right? But it's like, if they don't kind of build towards whatever system or whatever direction they're trying to move to within the next year or two, it's kind of like, you're going to be stuck in a rebuilding stage for who knows how long.
Mm-hmm. The next 5-6 seasons.
So it's kind of like, at that point, I wouldn't blame Zach LaVine if he's like, okay, get me the fuck out of here. Yeah. I'm trying to win a ring before, I get injured again or before I get too old and I'm not in my prime.
I feel like when players hit 30, they're like, oh shit, I've been in the league for like 8, 9 years. I need to try to get to this ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I'm kind of happy AD got out of Pelicans when he did, because that usually doesn't happen, and that's why I think LeBron did a good thing with his player empowerment.
Yeah, LeBron's a good GM.
Yeah, not like Michael Jordan.
Stupid. Yeah, true.
LeBron the GOAT.
But kind of
on the
circling
court and in the office.
But circling back to like the whole like beginning question, right, with like how LeBron did it with role players and MJ always had Pippen. LeBron had more players than MJ did. Like, yeah, he had Pippen and then he had Rodman. But it's kind of like, look at the rest of the surrounding cast. Like,
he had decent role players though.
I would say
like Kerr did great when he needed him.
yeah, he had a good shooter. But that's what I'm saying when I'm saying like the Warriors are a good replica of what they had. Mm-hmm. You know, Draymond's a fucking good ass copy of Dennis Rodman, if you ask me.
He's like a Walmart version of Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Walmart version.
Sorry.
But you know, they have those players where it's like Steph can take over a game anytime he wants to. Mm-hmm. You know, whether it's shooting or driving in, because most defenses play up on him, whatever it may be, right?
Because they're worried about him shooting more than
and then it's like Clay can give you buckets any given night.
Clay needs the ball for a total of 3 minutes and put up 40.
Stupid. He's consistent though, just like Pippen in a sense was, right? Because Pippen will give you a cool 15, 20 a night, but still get back on D and clamp up his man when needed. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying is like when you look at LeBron's teams, like LeBron had more quote unquote star power. You have Kyrie who can be that MJ to his team. You have Kevin Love who was that MJ to his previous team, and then you have LeBron who's basically that to wherever he goes. You know, so it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I think LeBron always had more with, you know, he's worked with more basically.
But that's not his fault that players just got better. Because players are better now than they were back then.
No, they for sure are. But I don't know if you would say better. I think they're better at the way the game is played now.
Well, yeah, Kevin Love is better than Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, that's true.
See, this about Kyrie though. I think Kyrie needed to play with LeBron. Because guess what? When he was there, he was probably getting pissed off. LeBron telling him to do all this shit, right? But then he left by himself, and then thanked LeBron like, dog, I know how hard it is to actually lead a fucking team, and I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. And now he's with KD.
And now he's with Kevin Durant.
Which is crazy to me. But I don't know what Brooklyn's going to do. They're talking about doing a trade.
For who? Who do you think?
They're looking at Bradley Beal, looking at...
Honestly, I'd keep Dinwiddie. I'd try and grow with Dinwiddie because he's been doing pretty cool.
Yeah, but see, they have good depth and young depth. And then they have DeAndre Jordan, they have Jared Allen, and they have that rookie this year. I forgot his name.
Jalen Hands is on the G League team, I think.
He's looking nice
LeVert's
too.
not bad.
Yeah, LeVert is good. And then they have...
He's just inconsistent.
Nick Claxton or something. He's a good big. Yeah. He's going to be good. He's young. He just came off his rookie year.
Sure.
But, like, I think they're not going to trade DeAndre Jordan. That's KD's boy.
Yeah.
So.
But, I mean, if you think about it, DeAndre Jordan can still perform. Like, don't get me wrong. He's not going to give you buckets like he did it when he was on the Clippers. But he'll still clamp. Like, he plays, like, undoubtedly really good help defense.
Mm-hmm. And he can make free throws now.
Stupid. Bro, if you can't make free throws now, just fucking...
Well, they got him for cheap, right?
I mean, he couldn't, but he learned.
Yeah. Well, him and Dwight Howard. Yeah, they did get him for cheap, though. So... but yeah, I don't know. I always feel like LeBron just always had more help, but like I just feel like people don't give him that much. Like I'm perspiring. I feel, bro, it's hot as fuck in here. I just feel like
I feel fine.
Stupid. I feel like it's hot. Yeah.
I'm hot as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like LeBron always had more help.
But he doesn't get what.
But the system that he's in, like the fact that like, you know, touching on the fact that like, oh, LeBron has problems with coaches, LeBron has problems with system, blah blah whatever. I feel like that's not a strategy for success, right? Because you look at it right now, like you haven't heard stories like that all season with Frank Vogel and whoever else is on that fucking coaching staff. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you kind of look at it and it's like those are, you know, bona fide coaches. But it's also kind of like you in a sense self-destruct when you do that shit, right? When you go against like your coach's game plan or whatever the fuck it may be, because at that point, like the other players on the team they're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, okay, well if LeBron's doing this shit, like you know,
I can.
Exactly.
Well, Frank Vogel is a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know who's running the offenses on that Lakers coaching staff, but
LeBron.
but like having LeBron and Rondo on that team gives you 2 more coaches on the floor. And that does a lot for a team. And going back to you saying that like LeBron has had more help. This Lakers team, on paper, they're not that good.
No, they're not.
I think it's because these players were good, and then they're only doing what their bodies are letting them do now, so they're trying to do better at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? I don't know.
So
like athletic ability and stuff.
yeah,
right?
like I lost a step, so I know I'm still solid at this, so I'm gonna do as much of this as I can.
Okay, so like Dudley for threes.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess you could put Rondo in there too, right?
Yeah.
Like Rondo, like before he was getting up, he could shoot a little bit, not really, and then he can hustle on the defensive end, right?
But he's not
it's
driving
like,
in as much as he can.
yeah, but it's like now it's kind of like he knows his role. You know, you play with the momentum of the offense, whatever you guys are doing, right? And then he'll read the floor. You know, if he drives in, it's obvious a big is gonna come help, or whoever's sitting corner is gonna come help. And it's like he has the IQ to either, one, if he goes up for a layup 2 or 3 times, he knows on that 3rd or 4th time he's going to either fake pass, go back up, or fake layup, pass out. He has that IQ to be doing things like that, whereas like if you put like a rookie point guard like Lonzo his first year, his whole thing was too many fucking turnovers and bad shooting. And the reason why no one respected him was because, like, yo, I'm gonna fucking let you shoot, or you can try and drive in, but I know for a fact you're not hitting this, like, you're not kicking it out.
And then
right?
he would drive in, and every time he would drive in, he would kick it out.
Exactly.
And nobody would guard the shot no more.
So it's just kind of like it's a big difference when you see, like, high IQ veterans like that, and then rookies who don't have that IQ. And like, to your point, like, Rondo now, he knows he lost that step, right? So on offense, he's just looking to either set up his team, or he plays to the flow of the offense, finds the easy bucket, or finds someone else for the bucket, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's where LeBron does well, though, because he sees all these players that did great in the league in certain like situations, and then I think he sees their strengths, and he's like, well, I need that on my team. I know this man won't give me the buckets I need, but I know he'll log down here, or he'll get the passes here. So I think that's where he scouts that, because he has a hella good ass IQ. So he tries to bring other players in that have great IQ, but don't excel in certain things, but do decent or what it's solid enough the way he
See, that's why Dwight and JaVale, and could have been DeMarcus if he didn't tear his ACL, but those two play their role so well on this Laker team. They don't care about the numbers. They don't care about the minutes.
They're just trying to win and have a good time.
Exactly. And when they play, they're playing hard on defense, and that's what they need. And they're just rim running. And you love to see it. But when you go down the line...
impressed me this year.
Huh?
He's done he's done well.
Like, if you go down the line from their bigs down to their guards, the lower you get, the worse the roster gets. Their guard play on paper isn't good.
Well, dude, why you hating on Caruso like that, bro?
Bro, no, hold on. Caruso is showing out.
no, Caruso is like actually
He's
like
a Caruso, bro.
I wouldn't mind like if Rondo gets hurt or whoever the starting point guard at the time gets hurt. Like, I wouldn't mind being like, all right, like, Caruso, get your ass in there. Like, I wouldn't mind that shit because...
He plays hard on D.
Yeah, like, the thing with him is it's like,
doing.
he'll for sure clamp, but his biggest thing and his biggest asset has always been, like, just the effort he puts into every play. Like, he'll be playing, like, 110% from the beginning of the game to the end of the game.
That's why I think it's great that Avery Bradley decided not to play, because it gives Caruso more time to, like, improve and develop.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, it's because he put in that work with J-Law Bebo, but it's whatever, though.
This fucking guy. No, it's crazy, though, because, like, it was Zoe and Caruso coming off the bench. And I think Caruso was still going back to the G League, right?
Yeah.
And now Zoe's gone. And in all honesty, I think Caruso fits better with LeBron.
No, he for sure does.
But I don't think people see that. Because Caruso's a meme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, until he started dunking on him.
Yeah, but this playoff run, he's key. He's
No,
like,
for sure.
He's probably like top 5 in there. For
Well,
key
honestly,
players.
like
making
if,
jokes saying he's gonna be Finals MVP.
well, all right. If I'm being honest
last,
though,
like, month.
like if Caruso wasn't guarding Jamal Murray most of the time, like when he was in, like he's giving Danny Green or whoever the fuck else is guarding him buckets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't feel like other than LeBron, like anyone else on that team could have done that, you know. So I don't know. I'll give him his credit, you know, where it's due. So that's just me though.
I just so do you guys think like Lakers in 4 or 5, 6?
I think.
Look at it.
I think 5.
I
I
think
can see 5 or 6.
I think Spoelstra cements his top 10 coaching legacy, takes him to 6.
And wins in 6?
No,
Like
takes
they'll last up to 6 games.
takes the Heat to 6, but they'll probably end up losing. But I wouldn't.
Based off how bad Bam's injury was, though.
Yeah.
Well, I just told you about Dragic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hurt his foot too.
Well, I don't think the Dragic injury hurts him
Jimmy hurt
as
himself
much,
twice.
but the Bam injury does. Because if Bam is out for
They
the
have no
whole
big.
series, it's over in 4.
Olenek and Leonard, that's
Yeah.
all they got, I think.
Well, I feel like
Jimmy
Leonard-
messed his ankle twice then today.
Yeah, but he's still gonna play.
He a dog.
I know, but like if he messes it up even worse though.
God damn. No, but like I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat took him to 7 though. That's what I'm saying. Like 6, I think is respectable, but I wouldn't be surprised if this Heat team took the Lakers to 7.
I don't think they would take him to 7 because people kept trying to say the Nuggets were gonna take him to 7.
Well, after seeing Bam,
Yeah.
like when he was cool on the court, I know he got hurt last series and all that.
Yeah.
But on the court, he looked like he was not aggressive. He was laying back. I feel like like you said earlier, he's scared of the LA Bigs. You know what I'm saying? He's playing scared.
Yeah, but
I think
that's
they have
my
more power over him too. That's why height and power.
yeah, but that's my thing though with the Heat team is like they don't need to beat you inside.
Yeah, they got
You know,
shooters.
all they need, like really all they need from that Heat team is to one, clamp AD, try and stop LeBron, because AD you can clamp. AD you can stop here and there every game. LeBron, he's giving you 25, 30 every finals. It doesn't fucking matter.
Are you sure about AD though? He's been watching him this whole playoffs. He looked like KD out there.
Yeah, but
That game winner last series though.
But then you go back to like game 2 of the Nuggets series when they almost lost. Like that's for sure AD's fault that they almost lost. The fact that he hit that game winner, like I think helped his case a little bit. But for one, he wasn't getting boards for shit. I think he only had like one board.
He had one board.
Well,
Yeah.
but look at when they played the Rockets. They're getting off board.
Yeah,
by
but
freaking-
like think about it though, like
What's his name? Can't think of his name. Right?
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, PJ Tucker. I
Dumbass.
forgot, dude. I just thought
no,
it was-
but for sure, like I think AD you can stop here and there, and the way he's shooting right now, like he's kept it up for what two rounds.
The whole playoffs.
But I don't think that's how, like, you know, if you start playing physical with AD, like as much as he can play physical, I feel like if a physical big can play him, like AD doesn't like contact, and that was shown in game 1 and game 2 of the Nuggets series when they were giving it to him high post and Jokic was just taking his bumps.
Yeah.
That man was fading high post every shot. So it's like I feel like if Bam, because Bam, I don't think Bam gets overpowered by AD. I think it's just the height, honestly. Because Bam is for sure
We'll talk about,
as strong, if not stronger.
I'll talk about the centers.
Like the whole group, like
Yeah.
JaVale, Dwight.
Yeah,
AD.
but I still feel like Bam can keep up with them. I think it's just like the whole
I feel like
shooting
AD's
aspect,
quicker,
the
though.
fact that he can't shoot.
Who, Bam?
Yeah, I feel like
He-
the fact.
Bam tries.
He's
though.
alright. He could hit it here and there.
He tries
But
to
if
hit
he
it.
doesn't have like the momentum,
Yeah,
and that showed today, he didn't have the momentum.
yeah,
That's why I'm saying he's playing scared because he's kind of played how like Jamal Murray was playing the first game against the Clippers.
Yeah, he was trying.
Yeah.
He was trying to play like the conservative game.
Yeah, like he was thinking too much. He was like in his mind it was like, oh shit, this is the Clippers. Right now I think Bam is like, oh shit, this is the Lakers. We're in the finals.
yeah.
That's crazy to me. Like I need to stay focused, you know. And he didn't get focused, then he got hurt. But hopefully he's out there. I mean,
Yeah, well, they said it was a shoulder strain, so I don't think it'll be that bad. Honestly,
it's
though,
back
it's the
later.
finals. I feel like Bam's the type of player that'll be like ice my shit up, wrap it up, do whatever you need to do,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be out there. So
Especially if Jimmy Butler tells him like, "Yo, Doc, you need to play."
yeah. Well, I don't think Jimmy. I think this Heat team, the biggest thing that'll help them win is just like their chemistry, because
No,
I feel like
they're a
their
good team.
chemistry is like It's like you can run it back with this same team, and you'll probably still get deep into the playoffs.
Goran Dragic might leave though.
I don't think
I
so.
was reading he might want to play with the Mavs.
Damn, really?
To play with Luka and Porzingis.
True.
Yeah, that's
Stupid.
why Giannis
I could see
going
that
there,
though.
bro.
Stupid.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I just feel like
this topic we were talking about role players into this.
yeah. Well, I mean, the Heat's a team built off of role players too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So
all right. So this is the end of episode 1. We'll see you next time.
man, fuck the outro. If they like us, they'll be back.
Facts.
Okay.
Like.